Hi, Dan Giles here with Let's Fix It. Today's project is to clean the coil on this evaporator unit. I'm going to go through all the steps and procedures of doing that. Also, while we've got this open, we're going to go ahead and clean all the cavity of this unit, all the dust and debris that's collecting, and make it look really clean and nice for the new residents that's moving into this unit. And also, by cleaning the coil, it's going to give the air a fresher smell. So let's get started. Okay, of course, the first thing we want to do is remove the panel. This is going to expose to us the whole inside part of this evaporator unit. As you can see, there's a lot of dust building up, dirt and stuff, and we want to clean that up and make it look nice. Also, while we're in here, we'll go ahead and get rid of this dirty, nasty old filter. We're going to replace it with a brand new filter. Of course, that's going to be after we clean this coil area, so we'll get on that next. All right, what we're using here is an evaporator coil cleaner, and the mix on this is 4 parts of water to 1 part coil cleaner. Of course, if you've got a really bad coil cleaner, I would suggest maybe going to 2 to 2 part, or 1 to 1, 1 part coil cleaner, 1 part water. Make it a little bit stronger. And we're going to go ahead and spray this coil down really good and generous and give it a good coating of coil cleaner. Now what I like to do is spray it mainly at the top and let the coil cleaner run down and run into the fins. Also, what you want to do is go ahead and spray the drain pan or the drip pan on this, and that way when you go to clean all this out, that's already pretty much rinsed and washed with the coil cleaner, and then when you rinse it with water later, it's all going to get cleaned out and flushed through the drain line. Okay, we've kind of let this coil cleaning solution soak in a little bit. Now what I'm going to use now is just some regular water, and I'm going to rinse this coil off, mainly because we're not in the air conditioning season right now, we're actually in heat season. And this is a self-rinsing coil cleaner, which means when condensation in the air conditioning mode, when that condensation drips down the coil, it will rinse that coil cleaner off. Of course, in the wintertime, you don't have that advantage, so we're just going to use water, and we're going to spray it down and give it a good rinse. Now what this is doing is all the water is flowing down the coil, rinsing off the old coil cleaner. It's also rinsing, while it's doing that, it's rinsing off the dirt, and it's all going into the drain pan. The dirt that accumulated in the drain pan and all this stuff is being flushed out into the drain line, and off it goes. Okay, we've got our coil cleaned, we've got it rinsed down, we've got the drain pan all clean, and what we're going to do now is get a shop vac, and we're going to suck up all this dust and dirt that's collecting around the panel frame. Everything in here that's got any dirt on it, we're going to clean it up and make it look presentable and nice. And all this little dust and stuff that's accumulating here, we want to clean that up as well. We don't want to be sucking any of this stuff up into our new filter when we get that on there. So here goes. We're going to get started on that. Okay, let's go ahead and start clearing all this debris and trash and dust out, and let's make some noise. Okay, we've got everything cleaned up. Coil's nice and clean. We've cleaned all the dust and the dirt from the frame, from within the cavity itself, gotten all the dirt and dust out of there. So now this unit is good and ready to go. The only thing left, we're going to put the new filter in. I would suggest replacing your filter at least every 30 days, 45 days at most. This way you're going to make sure that your coil stays clean for a longer period of time. The more regular you change your filter, the better off you are as far as keeping that coil clean. So that's all done. We're good to go. Okay, another project in the books. Only thing left to do on this is put the panel back on. And this unit is ready to go. I hope this is going to give you some helpful ideas on how easy it is to keep these coils clean and all the surrounding areas on your evaporator or your air handler. Till next time, this is Dan Giles with Let's Fix It. See you soon.